So why does one remote basin, the Uintah, keep producing stories of lights, creatures, and impossible encounters? Welcome back, everyone, to the Arkins Hearth, a Not Dead Yet production. I am your host, Michael Jason Chandler. Well, folks, we are a RSS-supported show. RSS is the company that we produce and release these episodes and all of our work through. If you're ever thinking about starting a podcast, please consider RSS. They have been excellent with us so far. Also, we have Patreon. Right now, we only have a $3 tier, but if you will go to patreon.com and find the Arkins Hearth and give us $3, it'll help us, absolutely. So, folks, yeah, $3 right now will get you our love and adoration. And then, as we are working, we're going to have our Super Crimes episodes where we are going to cover all of the big killers and the ones that we're not going to cover because they're not from the Four Corners, but they will be a part of our Patreon releases. And with me tonight is...
Thor and Wolf. God damn it.
That's it right there.
Hold on.
Nailed it. I'm going to keep Thor and Wolf. God damn it.
Thor and Wolf, owner of Arkins Juice Tavern and Arkins Hearth Gaming. And to my left...
I panicked. This is the Pixie, and I panicked. And to my left...
The ginger, definitely not Markiplier. Today I discovered that the Pixie has swallowed every single piece of gum they've ever chewed their whole life after they were done chewing.
And there's the tea
Oh,
kettle.
is that what that is?
Yeah,
That's
the
the
Can
tea.
we get that amplified? So
I will see if I can amplify the... It's hard when people are talking over the key the tea kettle. The tea kettle.
Spit everywhere.
Also, I have alien abducting cow stickers because Pixie found them at Michael's and I
You
got them.
better get
And it's on our first $1.
First dollar.
Yeah, $1.
Now, who gave us that $1?
Shout out to JoJo again. Thorin, did you know that JoJo and Nicole live together?
Yep, I was waiting for it. I was waiting for the joke.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to respond
Are you
to that.
calling me autistic? How dare
You've
you.
said to the show, and never mind. Well, tonight,
It's not like I got my official...
in the Arkins Hearth, we're going deep into the heart of Utah,
Oh, we're going deep, are we?
where the deserts are empty and the skies are endless with the weird. A
Oh.
weird that never clocks out.
Is this about more aliens?
Forget Roswell, Farmington, or Aztec, because the real American paranormal corridor is in Utah. Welcome back to the UFOs of the Southwest.
Called it.
UFOs again! Can I open the script now?
Yes, you can open the script
Okay.
now. In Utah, from the desert lights to the Utah monolith, folks, Utah's got some weird alien stuff.
I'm excited for this. I lived in Utah for a while, so I might actually
neat.
know where these things are.
Oh,
Both sides of my family are from Utah.
Well, the reason we're doing Utah, folks, is because Utah has it all. Secret military bases,
Oh.
cowboy lore, indigenous legends, Mormons
Oh, man.
with end-time fever dreams. No one hears the next Mormon. Mormon end-time fever dreams, cults, and more oil derricks than people.
They're called derricks.
Mm-hmm.
What's a derrick?
The one that goes like this.
Yeah.
The pumps.
We're
The
not
pumps.
on video.
That's a pump jack.
Yes, you
Yes,
are
the ones that go like
acting
this.
out a pump jack with your arms
And you called it a
on
derrick?
radio.
I didn't
It's a
know he
pump
had
derrick.
a name.
Yeah.
Damn it, Derek.
Damn it, Derek!
Ultimate Derek.
Ultimate Derek.
If you know The Good Place, that show. That's
Yes.
from that
Oh,
show.
I love
Yes.
that.
Ultimate Derek. I love that
Anyone
actor.
who hasn't seen that, I'll show it to you.
But the truth is, if you want to see something you can't explain, you can just pull over on a highway outside of Vernal, Utah, 2 a.m. and look up.
For
I know
now,
Vernal. It's Vernal.
Vernal?
It is Vernal.
Vernal.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I really want it to be Vernal. Vernal
Ver-
sounds sexual.
It's vernal.
Okay.
It is Vernal.
So it's vernal. It's completely vernal.
That's where the dinosaurs are, right? I think so.
The Durenin.
Well, if you want to see something you can't explain, pull over on the highway outside of Vernal at 2 a.m. and look up. Apparently, it's an area well known for UFOs.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe that's how the dinosaurs
There's
got there.
dinosaurs there too.
So tonight we're going to ask a question. What does one remote basin, and I'm probably going to mispronounce this too, so you'll have to help me out. What does one remote basin, the Uintah, keep producing stories of lights, creatures, impossible encounters? Why does one remote basin, the Uintah,
Yeah,
that's what it
Uintah.
actually is. It's so weird.
Uintah.
So why does Uintah keep producing Uintah? I'm not from Utah, folks.
You're not from Uintah either.
No, I am not from Uintah. So why does Uintah create... Did I say it wrong again? Okay, Ginger, tell me one more time.
Can I do it? Tonight, we asked the question. So why does one Uintah...
No!
Oh, damn it.
You did it wrong too.
Uintah.
Okay, Uintah.
Uintah.
Yeah, Uintah.
All right, so why does one remote basin, the Uintah, keep producing stories of lights, creatures, and impossible encounters? Is it the land, the people, or a byproduct of it just being very, very bored?
I'm going to go with the last one. It is
Yeah.
Utah.
Yeah.
It's like one thing I'm researching this, like some really cool stuff, but at the same time, and it's so funny because you're researching cool things in Utah, like the dinosaurs and aliens and all this stuff. And there'll be little things where like, yes, this is interesting here, and you'll see UFOs here. But, it's a slow place.
It's Utah.
Quiet, yeah. So anyways, let's get into it. Uintah Basin. Northeastern Utah, the Uintah Basin, is a classic big sky country area. It's remote, rugged, and it's been a crossroads for all kinds of weirdness for centuries. We're talking Ute and Navajo folklore, isolated ranches, oil field workers, and a military corridor where you are as likely to see a stealth bomber as a jackrabbit.
We don't have to keep this in, but are we going to talk about Skinwalker Ranch? Because that also has a lot to do with aliens.
Next episode.
Is it really? No way!
Yeah.
I'm so excited!
By the way, everybody, this is part 1 of a 3-part series on Utah UFOs.
Yay!
3 more aliens in a row.
Yes, it is.
At least we shouldn't be recording these ones 12 times.
Yeah, okay.
No promises. So,
You better promise. We've gotten a lot better, dude.
No, we haven't.
Dude, we've gotten a lot better, dude.
I don't know. I couldn't say Uintah. Okay. Anyways, but yes, this is the first of a 3-part series. So when we're talking about this area of Utah, the word isolation cannot be used enough.
Are we doing another counter? Like how we did with allegedly? Or
For
alleged?
isolation? I don't know.
For Uintah?
For Uintah?
For unit. Wait, no, I can't say it.
Uwego? What did you say?
Unitard.
Unitard.
What's a unitard?
That's a thing.
A
you wear.
unitard is something that ballerinas wear. It's a skin-tight article of
People are trying to
clothing.
kill me every
Uintah.
time I take a bite of my croissant. I almost choked to death.
Unitah.
I
So it...
just want to eat my croissant.
So anyways, isolated area. It's very dark. It's very, very quiet. And nobody around will tell you that you're just looking to the sky and seeing Venus. You get a lot of stories out there. A lot of stories. But let's start back in the 1940s and 50s. Because, hey, that's where we started our last series.
Why not?
The difference with this one, we will be advancing to modern age.
Oh, really?
Right.
Okay.
Skywalker Ranch. I mean, like, we're going to...
Skywalker Ranch?
Sorry, Skinwalker Ranch.
Listen, we can talk about Skywalker Ranch too. I'm okay with this. I'm just saying.
So no, Skinwalker Ranch. I go all the way up to like the show and just talking about like
There was a show?
Yeah, it's like a
It's on
documentary.
on like Annie or whatever. That was Annie.
It's on Netflix now. Isn't it?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
Whatever. Yeah, there was a show. So yeah, that one's gonna get a little more detailed. We're actually gonna do. This is just kind of an overview of aliens and the Uintah Basin, and all of the weird goings on there, and specifically the military. There's a lot of military stuff in this area. But the next episode will be Skinwalker Ranch, and then there was a monolith. They call it the Utah monolith.
Oh yeah, I know about that one. I guess
Yeah,
never
that's the
heard of
third
that.
episode. That's going to be the third episode, is the monolith.
Okay.
It's just, why not? There's cool alien stuff, and it's happening like right now.
Yeah.
So
If you hear a weird scraping sound, that's me cleaning my glasses for the 4th time.
it could also be Ginger eating what's left of that croissant.
Or it could be my
slightly hanging out of her mouth.
Uh-uh.
Like there's like a mouse's tail. Like she's a cat who just took something.
This is my breakfast. It's 8 o'clock at night.
That's not breakfast, honey.
So let's roll it back to the 1940s and 1950s.
Shoo-wop, doo-doo-wop,
Hey, you know who else likes doo-wop?
What?
Will Wood.
I knew it. I was waiting for it.
We knew it was coming. But hey, we respect and support Will's Wood here.
Oh, God. When you say it like that.
You know what? If you're going to bring it up every time, I'm going to make it into a sex joke because that's our relationship.
You make everything into a sex joke.
No, I don't. I often make things into weird dad jokes.
It's so sus.
Oh, my God. Don't start this again.
Stop being so cringe, Jason.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to have some riz.
Stop. You have like a negative riz, okay?
Thank
A
you.
guy at work called me a Rizzler.
Why did you say Rizzler? Okay, well, let's move on, Rizzler.
Stop.
You're like a Batman villain. It's the Joker, Catwoman, the Rizzler. So anyways, back in the 1940s and 1950s was the golden age of flying saucers. And not just in the movies. World War II had just ended, and the atomic bomb was no longer... And the atomic bomb... I just said it too fast. And the atomic bomb was no longer just a government rumor. That mushroom cloud was now a postcard that you could buy and send from New Mexico. The U.S. military was suddenly everywhere. And so was a sense that something, maybe everything, was being hidden from the public. Utah, at this point, was at a weird crossroads. You'd had the remnants of World War II training fields scattered across the desert, old airstrips, abandoned barracks, and mysterious concrete bunkers that no one wants to talk about.
So I went to part of my high school in Utah. When I lived there, I lived in Price. I don't live there anymore, so it's okay to say that now.
Okay.
Anyway, there in the high school there's a bomb shelter that you could explore. I didn't get to because my class was stupid and they lost their privilege, but there is a bomb shelter under Hardin High.
I honestly have to say, and I'm glad to say, I've always been too ugly to be abducted. And so it doesn't matter if people know where I live. So moving on, old abandoned barracks and concrete bunkers, some of which almost were the last resting place of the Ginger. During the war, Utah's Dugway Proving Ground and Wendover Airfield were both critical. Dugway was where they tested nasty things that melt your face off. It gets bad, yeah. And Wendover is where the Enola Gay crew trained before dropping the bomb on Hiroshima. So military secrecy was very important in Utah. And it's not just the military. The deserts are so empty that if you saw a plane or a light out there, it probably wasn't a commercial flight. This isolation meant that you got a front row seat to anything the government was doing that was strange or out of the normal. And it doesn't hurt that Utah skies are some of the darkest in the country.
So you always hear about New Mexico testing and Arizona, blah, blah, blah. But you never hear anything that they actually did in Utah, ever.
Well, that's kind of one of the reasons that why I did this. You know, you might notice that with the other ones, I picked a very specific UFO story for each episode. And we are going to do that with the next two, honestly, because we're going to do the monolith and we're going to do the Skinwalker Ranch. But I wanted to do kind of an overview because as I was looking at this, and we are going to get into the Dugway, the base, which is basically, and I'm going to say that in this here in a minute on the script, it's the Area 51 of Utah.
That's crazy.
And a lot of people don't even know, that's the thing. It's like Area 51 if it never got famous. People just don't know it exists. They're not really aware of it. I imagine people in Utah probably are more, but it's not like I'd never heard of it. And again, Four Corners, I've been to Utah. I just took my daughter to a concert in Utah like 6 months ago. But I had no idea that there is a really, really scary military base there. So post-war,
we're all nodding our heads in agreement.
Yes, we're all nodding our head in agreement because we're all great radio hosts.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. That was really loud.
Like I said, this is my fucking breakfast.
Okay, well, everybody,
I got-
let's mimic
I got-
the ginger.
The ginger has
I probably should have
has
gotten
had-
a hot dog.
I was about to say, you have not had any protein. It is all just sugar and
Wait,
bread.
we're supposed to have protein?
Yes, protein. Protein is very important.
I had microwave macaroni.
Nope. Try again. I swear she
Cheetos?
said it. No.
Have 2 grams of protein.
Everybody's looking at the chip bags now. Looking to see
Mine
grams.
also have
2
2
grams.
of
They all have
protein.
2 grams.
Oh my gosh. We need to get this on video. We need, if anybody wants to support us and actually get us some equipment, that would be great. We just realized that we can't hear each other because not all of us have So we can't hear each other because not all of us have the pop filters. We're all sharing one pop filter. I quit. Go ahead. Keep going.
Ow! Jason, I'm so sorry that you have to edit this.
Yeah. All right. So after World War II, the UFO craze went national. In 1947, pilot Kenneth Arnold, who we talked about in the last Alien series, was the one who was quoted by saying flying saucers were over Washington state. Suddenly, every newspaper west of the Rockies was printing stories about strange objects in the sky. Utah, with its sprawling deserts and new Air Force bases, became an epicenter. This is where the lore gets thick. Ranchers outside Ogden and Salt Lake City started reporting glowing orbs zipping across the horizon. Truckers on Route 6 would see silver discs playing tag with their headlights. By 1949, the Air Force was already investigating. First, there was Project Sign, then Project Grudge, and by 1952, the infamous Project Blue. These are some things I should probably expand and
Is it
research
Blue?
later.
Blue Book?
Yes, I'm sorry, Project Blue Book, the infamous Project Blue Book.
Maybe it was Blue Box.
I've heard of Blue Book, but I haven't heard of the other 2.
Yeah, well, and I mean, I didn't get too much into this.
Yep,
Like I said,
the
this
Doctor Who reference.
I could have done like a bunch of episodes. Oh, you made a Doctor Who reference.
Yeah.
TARDIS. If we start talking about Doctor Who,
I skimmed over it
Ginger
for a
is
reason.
never gonna shut up.
Utah reports some of the weirdest events in the U.S. So let's talk about the Mantell incident. In January of 1948, just after Roswell, no, that would be Aztec, wouldn't it? Trying to remember. So 1947, yeah, that would be the Roswell, so Aztec.
Yep.
So let's talk about the Mandel incident. In January 1948, approximately the same time that there was a crash-landed flying saucer in Aztec, New Mexico, the Air National Guard pilot Thomas Mantell died chasing a metallic object over Kentucky. The same week, Utah newspapers reported strange aerial lights near Hill Air Force Base. The implication, whatever killed Mantell might be lurking over the Great Salt Lake.
How did he die?
Mind you, he was chasing a metallic object. So he crashed chasing a
Crashed,
metallic, I
okay.
believe so.
2 questions. One, Jason, are you okay? Your reading is a little.
So honestly, I'm
Very-
having asthma issues.
Oh, do you need to take one?
No, I'm okay. I've been having them for days.
Is it
Do you have
I have
Really?
breathing. No, I took medicine. I've just been having breathing issues.
Is it because of allergy season?
Probably because it's allergy. Am I a little too Kirk? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, just a little too Kirk.
I'll try to edit it, but I can't promise anything.
Okay, and number 2, was he shot down?
You know what? I just saw that he actually died chasing a metal object over Kentucky.
It didn't have any other details.
We asked the wrong questions.
No. Again, just like in the past, it's okay to ask questions. In January of 1948, he died when his P-51 Mustang fighter crashed near Franklin, Kentucky, pursuing an unidentified metallic and glowing object. The fatal crash, which occurred during around 3:18 p.m., was likely caused by oxygen starvation, hypoxia, leading to a loss of consciousness at an altitude of over 25,000 feet.
not to keep us on this paragraph for forever, but why did they suddenly think it went to Utah from Kentucky? That's a long distance. Like,
So no,
just because of a similar sighting.
So basically, somebody sees like a metallic object, a shiny metallic object, chases it, crashes, dies. And then the same week, people start seeing all of these strange aerial lights above Salt Lake. And yeah, they connected it. I mean, you've got to remember, this is the 1940s. It's not, seeing lights in the sky for us isn't quite as big of a deal because we've got planes, we've got, drones. Lights in the sky just don't affect us the same way that they did back then.
I see lights in the sky all the time.
I'm sure you said it, and I wasn't listening.
Thank you for that.
What was it? What did he crash? Was it a plane or a car?
It was a plane.
I was imagining him chasing this thing in a car.
No.
At 20,000 feet in the air?
No,
that tripped me up.
No, I believe it was because the plane, the fighter jet that he was flying was called an F-51 Mustang.
Oh.
So I think that might be why you mistook it, because you listened so badly and have so little focus for this actual podcast that we create
that
together.
Ginger and Pixie absolutely hyper focus when it's a murder.
Oh, I noticed
but
that.
Anything outside of a murder.
I'm hungry.
No comments.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Listen, I would greatly benefit from ADHD meds.
I have taken 0 meds today. And I need a lot of meds.
We can tell.
That's rude.
What? Your mom's rude.
You take that back. My mom listens.
Your mom is very
Dinosaurs.
kind. I apologize. Pixie's mom, I apologize. I do not consider you rude. You're very nice. Pixie, on the other hand, needs serious electroshock therapy.
Oh,
Spinosaurus.
Fair enough.
Is
That's
calling
today's.
Pixie's mom kind of like calling Jason's wife instead of Mrs.
No, I didn't say an
Chandler?
actual name.
Oh, okay.
Spinosaurus.
Oh, I just chewed into the mic. You're going to have to.
So anyways.
No, we're not.
So the same week, we saw the strange lights, but people started wondering if what killed Mantell might possibly be lurking over the Great Salt Lake. Does that make a lot of sense? Not really. But hey, it's all alien stuff, and this is 1948. In Utah, they had tested the B-29, the B-36, and later the U-2 spy plane.
Love that band.
Not the band.
Oh.
But this was a plane that could fly so high, people would mistake it as a star. Locals could see something. Okay, no more secrets between the two of you.
I'm showing them pictures of the planes that you talked
Okay.
about.
No, the whispers. If
We
you
were
whisper,
whispering.
okay, yeah, I know. You're just being totally,
whispering.
you're being totally silent on a radio show.
He's so bad.
Folks, we had an episode in the past where I had to edit the Pixie trying really hard to whisper something to Ginger, and it took me some time to edit it, and I had to work it out, and finally it was the Pixie leaning over to Ginger going, I need to pee so bad.
Now I need to go get paper towels. I'll be right back.
And now she's got to go get paper towels because she spit her pomegranate juice.
Did you pee?
No, they spit
Oh my god!
And that's a spit take.
Literally.
No, I was just showing them pictures of the plane because I wasn't sure which plane it was, and I like planes.
Just trying to keep you guys on the podcast. So Utah was the test bed for the B-28, the B-36, and later the U-2 spy lane.
Spy lane.
Spy
Yeah,
lane.
you two spy lanes.
Spy plane. The one that could fly so high, it looked like a star.
Did they keep it in the plane station?
They may have kept it in the plane
That was
station.
such an ugly laugh. My
On
God.
a flatbread.
Oh, excuse me. How dare I laugh in that such a way? Oh my!
Did you hear it
That's the kind of laugh a person would only do in a plane station.
Something so
though?
us.
Was it me that
All the
said
crazy-
plane?
Yes, it was you that said plane
It was
station.
when you blacked out.
You said plane station.
It was in one of those situations that never happen
Pixie, are you with
while
us
we're
now?
recording.
What? Yeah, I've been.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
All right. Locals would see something streaking above the desert at impossible speeds and think that's not from here. And honestly, they weren't wrong. It's just not what they thought it was. So that's to suggest that the U-2 spy plane was mistaken for a UFO.
Which in 1948 is valid because, like, it's more advanced than they were thinking of technology being.
Right, and it was also much higher. I mean, basically, it was like a falling star moving at Mach 2,
And
you
that
know?
was one of the pictures I was trying to look up for Pixie, and when I did look it up while Pixie was gone, like, it's not your typical
When was
plane.
I gone?
Right.
When you were wiping yourself off.
Oh, when I spit everywhere?
It's not your typical plane from 1948.
Right.
They were experimental.
It wasn't just about the planes. Utah folklore gets a boost from Native American legends, from the Ute and Navajo stories of star people, sky visitors, stories which date back centuries. Mormon pioneers also brought their own apocalyptic interpretation. Weird lights were a sign of the last days. And so by the 1950s, Utah was primed to see UFOs everywhere.
Bum, bum, bum.
And we've also got to remember what's about to be happening. The Cold War.
Yay.
Oh, yeah.
The Red Scare. The Menace. Welcome back, folks, to the Red Menace. Here, the Cold War paranoia would make it all worse. The Soviets were the new boogeymen, and the Air Force was about to admit that they were testing new aircraft. So, when someone called a flying saucer, the government would shrug, file it, and move on, while stories kept piling up. Film at 11. Okay, I'll stop that now.
That was a great radio voice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Legends of Korra.
Okay, right on. Well,
I've never
anyways.
seen that.
But the point is that the Soviets were boogeymen. Everybody was,
Everyone was scared of them.
it was the hate of communists and all of that.
My grandma says the booger man.
Booger?
The booger man.
For what?
Instead of the boogeyman.
Oh,
She just says the booger man.
For communists?
No, just in
Oh, okay.
for your grandfather?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. You see, as men get older, some things, never mind.
Jesus Christ!
Spinosaurus!
A whole herd of Spinosaurus!
All I said, never mind.
Pineapple! Pineapple!
Not pineapple!
Utah was seeing aliens, classified tech, or just falling victim to the world's biggest cosmic prank. Either way, every time a new light showed up in the night sky, Utah created a legend.
As you should.
In the
Make life interesting.
1960s, well, yeah, that would make life interesting. More magical. In the 1960s, we go to the ultimate you're not supposed to be here zone, the Dugway Proving Ground. It's the Area 51 of Utah, as I said earlier. It's just less famous, but way more experimental, and probably a lot scarier if you dig into the backstory. Dugway is Utah's secret test kitchen for U.S. Army intelligence. Imagine a base so big it's basically its own town. Over 800,000 acres of nothing but desert, barbed wire, and keep out signs. Established during World War II, by the 1960s, this is where the government would try out stuff you really hope that they would never use. Nerve agents, anthrax, strange powders that would make your skin peel off.
Oh,
Bad
you said strange
stuff.
powders.
Is this like Men in Black?
I mean, a lot of things in those movies and whatnot did come from stuff like this. This is where a lot of the legends come from, these military bases where we don't really know what's going on. But, when they do finally find out a little bit, it's not good. So all of this was happening in absolute secrecy. The government locks down the whole region. Ranchers and truckers are told to keep their heads down. And if they see anything weird, just remember, they didn't see anything weird. But of course, people do see things and people talk. They always do. Stories of the sky lighting up with a greenish glow. No sound, just a shimmer of green, like a silent disco for desert ghosts. On some nights, you could spot low-flying, unmarked aircraft skimming the desert floor, or convoys of trucks rolling past, blacked out, no headlights, no insignia. Sometimes there were rumors of helicopters dropping off men in moon suits. least that's how it was described. Full hazmat gear, more than likely.
Yeah, that's like really scary.
So they were out there doing God knows what in the sagebrush. And then there was the infamous sheep kill of 1968.
Oh, is this one that's scary, like all the animals died and they don't know why?
Not to be mistaken for the 1970s cattle mutilation panic.
So yes.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Is that
So-
where aliens abducting cows came
No.
from?
That was El Chupacabra.
Well, in this
Shredder.
incident, 6,000 sheep dropped dead in Skull Valley. 6,000
That's a
sheep.
lot.
Yeah. And this was not far from the Dugway's borders. And the official story, this is the official story. This is what they said happened. A nerve agent that they were testing went sideways, accidentally killed 6,000 sheep.
That's not less scary. That's scarier than what it could have been. Aliens are less scary than, we were just playing around with some nerve agents.
And a bunch of sheep died. Yeah.
What are they doing with nerve agents?
So that was the official story. But unofficially, locals started whispering. They wondered about fallout, secret weapons, things that were not meant for human eyes. Suddenly, every light in the sky became a harbinger of doom. So this became a perfect breeding ground for UFO rumors. When you live next to a place that's literally experimenting on everything, spraying the desert with hallucinogenic chemicals, is it any surprise that people started seeing flying saucers?
Wait, they were spraying people with chemicals?
Not people, but the desert. They were testing chemicals.
People were in the desert.
I wonder if that's where they
My face is
tested,
itchy.
like...
Yeah, we're becoming aliens, Jason.
You're becoming aliens?
Mhm.
Well,
Okay,
that's
but
not
couldn't
too
the chemicals
hard.
affect the humans
Well, of course.
badly?
Yes.
Like, is there a lawsuit because they got chemicals?
Probably not. That's one thing about it being a
Secret
Secret. But during the Cold War, they conducted field tests with hallucinogenics like LSD and the incapacitating agent of BZ. And in one project, they did open air dissemination of BZ into the desert.
What is BZ?
So BZ, hold on.
I know LSD because
Yeah.
well, you see, Spock took too much LDS, and he meant to say LSD.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was.
That's
That
my
all
favorite
Mormons
Star
thought
Trek
that was the
movie.
funniest reference.
It is
ever.
my favorite Star Trek movie. I love whales.
Do you guys remember when they gave all those spiders LSD?
Didn't they make
What?
really...
Yeah, they made like really weird webs.
Yeah. That was a thing. They did that. So
Okay,
hard.
so BZ is. Oh, this is going to be fun.
If you can pronounce this, Jason, you do not have an excuse.
No, no.
Do you want me to look it up?
So this is a chemical system that affects the equilibrium. Let's see. So it's the quinusadinyl benzylate, heavily researched for the U.S. Army during the 1960s. Yeah, it was psychoactive, hallucinogenic, delirious incapacitation, and disrupted memory and attention. And
This is where
apparently,
ADHD comes from. No, I'm joking.
it's an interesting thing because you're talking about, you were testing these things. Who's to say? I'm not suggesting that ADHD comes from this.
No, I was
That's
joking.
silly. But it is a question of, what types of effects this would have on people. You're testing it in the desert, but desert has wind. You would wonder, it's
So,
got a pretty high toxicity.
so BZ could have killed the sheep?
That's what they were testing. And they said that was a nerve agent. I imagine that whatever killed the sheep. And this point is that they were doing tests, and that included hallucinogenic chemicals in the desert. So, did classified military testing accidentally create the Utah UFO mythology? Possibly. You don't need aliens when the government is sitting in the desert right next to you with a blank check.
Poisoning you?
Playing with poisons in a desert playground with zero public oversight. In a place like Dugway, the truth could be very, very much scarier than little green men.
It sounds scarier than Little Green Men. I'd rather it be aliens.
Yeah, no, I mean, the military testing has done some really nasty stuff through history. I mean, someday we might cover some of the big ones.
You know what the
But
weird thing is, though? Is that all of this has happened in the same time frame as Roswell. Like this is all.
This is all within, this
time.
is up to the 60s, and Roswell was 47.
Oh, okay.
But if you consider that all of the UFO stuff in Utah started at the same time, and the crash with the man who said flying saucers, that happened in 1947, or a lot of stuff happened in this period of time.
Weird coincidence.
Or lots and lots of military testing, which I've also suggested in the past.
Yeah.
I find more likely. So now, because we haven't thus far, let's get a little weird.
Yay!
Wasn't the sheep pretty weird?
I don't know. Let's talk about cattle mutilation.
I've already heard of this one.
So in the 1970s, there was a cattle mutilation panic. That's right, folks. We've got another panic. We haven't done one since the first episode.
Did they blame this one on Satan too?
I love panicking.
Probably.
Yeah, well, I kind of think you're always there. So from 1974 to 1979, ranchers in Utah and neighboring states were finding their cows dead in open fields and isolated grazing land. Tongues removed,
Yuck.
eyes gone, reproductive organs seemed to be carved away with what witnesses described as surgical precision. This sounds weirdly like Jack the Ripper's cases.
This one's scarier to me because we can't explain it away
Yeah, I
with
agree.
random gas.
Right, this isn't just like toxic gas.
This is like somebody's cutting out their organs. Why are they doing that?
And the detail that keeps showing up in report after report is that with each of these cows, there was almost no blood.
That's what I was about to ask. Is this the one where...
That's that happens in the Skinwalker Ranch one too, that they found animals that were just like drained of blood.
No spattered blood around, nothing found pooled under the carcass, nothing soaked into the dirt, just gone.
Yeah, that's like terrifying.
And here's the part that often really got under people's skin. No tracks whatsoever. No predator prints, no tire marks. Sometimes there wasn't even a sign of a struggle. Just a dead animal lying in silence under the massive Utah sky. Bloodless, organless, eyes removed.
Well, even if there were tracks, no wild animal can do that.
Yeah, like you're saying, the surgical precision. Like no animal can do that.
And the lack of blood.
So skeptics point out that decomposition and scavengers can create some pretty strange effects. Natural bloating can split skin cleanly. Insects targeting soft tissue and eating away at that soft tissue can cause strange holes and removals of organs and soft tissues. And blood settles internally after death. Honestly, many mutilation cases may have ordinary explanations. But here's the thing. Rational explanations don't always matter when fear gets there first. Because these weren't city people reading headlines over breakfast. These were ranchers. People who spent their entire lives around livestock. They should have known the difference. These are people who know what coyotes do. How mountain lions tear away at a carcass. What decay looks like day after day. 3 days. A week. Many of them were adamant that this was different. And I would tend to believe them. Ranchers are not dumb people.
No, especially when it comes to their livestock.
Yeah, their livestock, their animals.
Absolutely.
This is, yeah. Sheriffs started getting flooded with calls. Local papers ran story after story. And rumors spread across Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, and Nevada like wildflower. Like wildfire.
Wow.
Or wild
Like
flowers.
wildflowers. I don't
Pretty
know.
fast too.
I mean, yeah. I love how, like, did we get it? Okay, so here's something stupid. Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, and Nevada. What about Arizona?
Didn't say Arizona.
Huh.
Might have been there. Let me see.
Sorry.
Let's look up cattle mutilation. No, let's see. So 1970s cattle mutilations in Arizona? Question mark. All right. The wave of unexplained, often bloodless cattle mutilations occurred across the western. This did include Arizona, which
Okay,
didn't in my
okay.
research, but apparently it got there too. And yeah, missing organs, tongues, udders, sex organs, surgical-like cuts, and bloodless.
Okay.
So I apologize. I'll add. We'll go back. We'll go back and we'll read it again. So hold on. Rewinding. No, I'm just kidding. Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, Nevada, and Arizona.
Oh crap!
Like wildfire. There we go. I'll edit the rest of that
Got
out.
the wildflowers in the second.
I know, right?
You know what? You can have the wildflowers, and you know
That's
where you
okay.
can put them.
That's okay. He'll edit
What
all
was
this
what
out.
was the dinosaur? Spinosaurus. I might. I
Spinosaurus.
never know what I'm going to know.
Dinosaurs.
But then the theories got a bit stranger. Some people began blaming, you got it, satanic cults. You asked if they would make a little showing. Here we are.
In their defense, this is more cultish behavior than like random animals dying, like with the organs ripped out.
Or supposedly children being abused in schools where there are no undergrounds.
There's actual evidence of this one, right. Not just a children's
That's what I'm saying.
Story,
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
it's this. Yeah, no, it's.
Were there any? How do I put this? Symbols or anything made?
There was nothing like that. But you've got to realize, okay, so this extended into 1978.
Yes.
What happens 4 years later?
1978 to 1981, 82. What happened?
Satanic Panic, baby.
Panic. Yep.
So this was a precursor to the Satanic Panic. And in 1980s, you would have that broader panic where rural communities were already primed to believe that hidden groups were out operating in the desert. Some believed the government was involved. Black helicopters became a part of the mythology. Still to this day, people talk about those black helicopters. Ranchers would report seeing silent aircraft at night or unmarked vehicles near grazing land. Utah already had the Dugway Proving Ground sitting out in the desert doing God knows what. So when strange things started happening to cattle, people naturally connected the dots, even though that has no evidence basis behind it. But it would make sense whether those dots belong together or not. And then there were the UFO or UFO, as some call it.
I hate that so much.
I know.
hate that.
I know it. You guys hated it last time too, which is why I did
I
it.
hate it.
So, and then there was the UFO or UFO believers.
Oh my God!
Jason, that's so cringe.
Don't start this again.
To them, the mutilations looked clinical, deliberate, experimental. Stories would spread about glowing lights hovering over fields, strange humming sounds in the night, and animals reacting violently before discoveries were made. Some ranchers swore they saw objects moving silently over the remote valleys. Some of this might have actually been reported by real reports from ranchers. Some of this was probably just stories made up by ufologists.
Oh my God!
Would you like me to say UFOologists?
That's better than UFO.
Ufologists.
Oof.
That's what I say when I trip on something. So, in the midst of all the cattle mutilations, does this start to get into the crop circle type stuff?
You know, they didn't do crop circles that I saw on this.
Okay.
But I feel like those are more Midwest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and that's not to say that we started here. Now we're doing Utah. I'm considering looking at UFO stuff in Colorado and Nevada, and just looking Arizona. I've considered branching out to looking and maybe every 10 episodes. So we're in our what this will be about 16th or 17th episode when this airs.
Okay.
So maybe we'll do another trilogy of UFO.
And as of this
for
point
a
in
different.
Time, we still don't have people in Australia listening to us.
Please, Aussies, we need you.
I have somebody in I want to say he lives in Arkansas to get a hold of a friend that we used to play video games with online.
Get him to just turn it on one time.
You know who you are, and I'm trying to get you to contact that person so they'll listen to it once, so we at least have someone.
Or listen to it more than once and tell your friends.
Just saying.
Yeah, no, I had considered, because I find it interesting, starting at the, going state to state almost, and starting at the, say, 1946, 1945 till the modern age, and looking at the UFO, all of the UFO stuff in that state. And I'm wondering if I'm going to find the same thing I found here, which is a lot of UFO stuff starting in the 40s. Just like here.
The trend.
That does, it is interesting. This is all kind of happening in the same.
Around 1930s to 1950s, we were absolutely visited.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's a good 10-year span of that's research. That's a research period.
True.
What if that actually happened? Other worlds came here, researched our planet, said, these fucks are weird, and fucking bolted.
That's, anything's possible. I'm a little bit of a skeptic.
No, me too. I'm just.
It's not that I don't believe in UFOs, and it's not that I don't believe in creatures and aliens. If you look up at the night sky and don't believe that there are alien worlds out there, you're out of your mind. I mean, the fact is, when I think every time I look up into the sky, I am probably seeing light from 1,000 races that have probably come and gone in the millions of years that it took the light to come to Earth. It's just too vast and too large of a universe for aliens to not exist. That being said, it's such a vast, vast universe. The idea that anyone has flown over here, which is not even something we can figure out a way to do with any real, the idea of going to other solar systems and other, that it's so distant.
But it's hard to believe.
It's hard to believe.
It's hard to believe that some being has not been able to do that yet.
See, and I argue it's not.
It's very arrogant of us as a collective of human beings,
right,
to not think that there is more intelligent life out there,
right,
that might be able to pull stuff like that off.
I think it's just as I think that there's an arrogancy to believe that we're all there is incredibly arrogant. Agreed. The people who believe that. Is it arrogant to think that no creature out there has ever managed to reach this place? Or is it even more arrogant to think that they did? That in the billions and billions and billions and billions of miles of space, that anything has ever seen us or given a crap?
I understand. We just resent people to the moon.
True.
Like, what, a month ago?
Yeah.
A month and a half ago?
It's just a moon, though. That's not, we're not, the distance we're talking about.
I'm not saying that it would be possible within the next, 10 generations, but...
You never know. I mean, maybe somebody will come up with something.
Who says we're the oldest people or oldest living beings in the universe?
Oh, no, and I don't think we are. I don't think that's even remotely possible. No. I think that there's a lot in the universe. I just don't know that it's been here. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
There's a lot in the universe. I think there's an endless number of races and species out there. God, and it interests me because, as a huge sci-fi fan, I always think about how they present aliens in our science fiction, and, they're all like us in a lot of ways for the most part. They're bipedal, they're humanoid.
Then we get to the Project Mary.
Yeah, it's my
phenomenon
favorite
that's
movie.
Been going on. Shout out to Ryan Gosling. Sorry. Anyway, but no, who says they look like that? I'm not saying that they look like us.
No,
and I'm not saying that
they may not.
Intelligent life out there. I mean, I'm not saying that they visit us either.
Right.
I am also being skeptical.
Right.
I'm just being realistic.
I think that there is as good an argument, and don't get me wrong, is there an argument that they may have come here? I mean, I would say that there's evidence it's possible. I would say that it's absolutely, possible. But unfortunately, I would say it's just as equally impossible.
Not to mention,
or implausible.
Back in 2022,
okay.
Didn't the government actually say there was aliens and we just glossed over it because of all the fucking shit that we were doing?
See, and I've heard things like that. They've released that they've done research, but no, I mean, there was a thing a few years ago where they found images of what might be bacteria on Mars. And there was a declaration that would represent life. Absolutely. On another world. But we haven't actually gone to Mars and checked. We would have to actually go to Mars, and we'd have to collect some, and we would have to test it to make sure that it's actual bacteria.
Is the Mars rover even functional now?
I believe it's still rolling around.
Okay, I didn't know.
We're still rolling around.
Still rolling around.
Just rolling around.
But the point is that I think I don't actually think that. I think the only thing that would be truly egotistical is to suggest that we're alone. I think that's the only thing that's ridiculous. Whether they came here or not, God, how could we know? Maybe the aliens came, and maybe the president knows. But I just feel like, Trump talks about everything else, man. If there were aliens, wouldn't he tell us? He doesn't seem to care about telling us everybody everything else. I don't know, man. But I'm a skeptic, but not a skeptic that aliens exist.
Technically, it wouldn't even just be Trump. It would be like every president since the 1920s.
And humans have trouble keeping secrets, man.
You're not wrong.
I mean, you know how many people each generation they have to keep quiet. It just feels like that would leak out.
I am the absolute worst at keeping secrets.
I know. I can tell just by looking at you.
Oh.
Ouch.
Well, was that too harsh? I was just trying to joke.
Like
To get back to the script tonight, guys.
Sorry.
Now, we have to picture the environment. Utah is enormous. It's empty. At night, it's dark. There's a black desert stretching hundreds of miles under a sky so open and clear of stars, it almost feels crowded. This is a quiet place with no city noise, no street lights. It's just wind and distance and silence. If something strange happens here, it's likely to feel a little bit more cosmic. Because to me, being out there, I imagine it would feel a little alien. You know, I've never been in that vast of a desert. And it's a different desert than what I've experienced.
Road trip.
We say it every time.
I know.
One of these days.
We never go.
Man,
we
if
still
only
haven't
we could-
visited the
Hey,
Aztec
hey.
crash site.
My birthday, I want to go to Meow Wolf. We need to have that conversation.
Yeah.
Oh no! If only we could get funded to go to these places.
Yeah. All right. So, of course, the media amplifies it. National tabloids at the time picked up the stories of the cattle mutilations.
Mutilations.
Mutilations. All right.
Mutilization.
The national tabloids picked up the mutilation stories. Paranormal investigators rolled into rural towns asking questions about aliens and secret experiments. Suddenly, isolated ranch communities became a part of the growing mythology about the forces operating just beyond ordinary people's view. The paranoia set in, the sense that the sky was watching. And whether something's up there or it isn't, whether it's friendly or otherwise, that's what shaped the modern Utah paranormal culture. Not proof of UFOs or proof of conspiracies, but proof that fear can change a landscape. Once enough people start looking at the night sky differently, everything changes within them. Ranchers stop trusting the sky, and some never start again.
Bum, bum, bum.
I love how somebody always does that. It's usually either Ginger or Thorn. So thank you guys for joining us for this episode of the Arkins Hearth. We appreciate everyone who tuned in, but don't go too far because part 2 is just around the corner. Next up is Skinwalker Ranch, the Pentagon's Black Money, and then the Utah Monolith. Stay tuned for more mysteries, legends, murder, and late night speculation.
And us going down so many damn rabbit trails.
It'll happen. But until then, keep your eyes to the skies.
Don't forget to do all the things.
If you look on TikTok, we have some embarrassing pictures of Pixie on there.
What the fuck?
Is it the ones I just took?
Pixie,
with the...
I'm so sorry I was mean to you today.
You're
I hope
always
you're
mean
okay.
to me.
But it's because I love you.
You're so mean to me. You're so mean to me.
Well, good night, everyone. And
I
thank you for listening.
I specifically would like to know what everybody's favorite glove shadow from Star Wars is.
Yes, Glove Shadow! The end. Bye!
Okay, love you, bye.